How to train a dog, teaching the come part 2. By when training a dog. www.trainingadog.win. 1. Do not create a negative affiliation with this command. It doesn't matter how upset you are, hardly ever reinforce the come command with anger. Even if you are furious that your dog slipped the leash and ran free for 5 complete minutes, lavish him with compliment when he at last replies to the come command. Consider that you are satisfying the last thing he did, and the last thing he did was to come to you. Don't ever before correct, yell, yank or in any kind of way make returning to you a bad thing. You may undo years of instructing with one bad knowledge. Never do something your dog won't love immediately after supplying the come command. Whilst you can be enticed to give the command each time you wish to provide him a bath, trim his nails, or cleans his ears, the come ought to generally lead to pleasure. Regardless whether you have to do something your dog won't love, basically go and get the dog yourself instead of presenting the control command. Praise the dog on the manner for getting calm and acknowledging of the task. You may use treats, of course. 2. Move back to the basics. If you have a scare in which your dog runs loose and ignores the come command, move back to leash training. Maintain working on the leash until finally he responds reliably to the come. Don't rush the training on this power. It's too significant to do half-heartedly. 3. Reinforce the training during your dog's life. Since this tendency is consequently important, it must be toughened throughout his complete lifetime. If you take apart leash hikes with your dog, preserve treats in your pocket to strengthen the command. You equally want a command to let the dog understand that it does not have to stay right next to you all the time. Something like free is one way to phrase it, but the idea is that the dog may do what accurately it enjoys and is not beneath command unless you provide it one. 4. Maintain the amusement going. You don't wish the dog to presume that whenever they come to you, the amusement stops, somebody puts on the leash, and they go back home. In any other case, you would start to get even less reliable and less fortuitous comes. Consequently, call the dog, compliment them once they appear and put them free to play again. 5. Adapt the dog to collar grabs. This doesn't have to stay paired with any voiced instructions. Each time the dog shows up to you, grab his collar. Consequently, he doesn't grow skittish every time he feels somebody touch it. The moment you lean over to gain him for the come, include taking hold of the collar in your hand and petting among the neck as you give him his treat. Once in a while, however not often, the leash should be attached when you grab the collar. As well, you may always add a brief leash and let them free once again. Leashes would mean amusement things are about to develop and we get to move places. Presently there is no room meant for harsh corrections. Join our 100% free dog training mini course. By when training a dog. www.trainingadog.win